So, okay.
It definitely does. I've been
Okay,
there.
so follow me here, okay?
Okay.
Chain's going to be a tap ability. It says destroy one of your rune chants. Your next rune blade attack action gains go again. Then if you played
Please,
a non
no.
attack, dude,
No.
it makes sense though with like the rune chant usurp cards. I was like, I thought I was
I
cooking.
understand. I understand. I'm just like, please, no. Let's not print go again on the hero again.
I have some really bad news for you, Bucko.
Uh,
I was like, because they're kind of in a pickle. Like it has to be good, right? It has to be. What could you imagine? Like Chain comes out and it's like 4 cost, tap him. You get to make a soul shackle that destroys at the end of your beginning at the end of your next turn. It's like how awful that would that be? Come on, it has to be strong.
the way they've been printing things, that's not a guarantee.
So obviously, like chain one was broken, like dummy broken, like clearly, like there's no argument there. Do we like is chain gonna be good enough out of the box to be playable week one at
All
the
right.
instead don't
Legal?
him?
So I'm gonna pull it back before we even do any of this. I haven't seen any of the things that happened today. And
Oh,
Kevin
no.
told me we should do this
Oh.
live so that I can crash out live, and I don't know what that means, but I feel
Oh
like
my
I should be
gosh.
enlightened.
So you,
Oh, I feel like you already got the correct idea by there was not much revealed besides the fact that the king is back derogatory. Like we get him out of here. Like what's really funny is that I only started playing at Misfail, so I have never experienced the horrors of playing Chain, and I didn't really care about Silver Age until it became an actual format. So like I'm like a child unscarred from the process of war. And so I'm so ready to like hate every single game of Flesh and Blood when this hero's around. I can finally relate to you guys. I'm so excited. It's great.
I'm in the same boat. Other than LL testing for Worlds, I've not been hurt by Chain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I must say,
I
so
joined too
we're
late
pure.
as well.
Yeah, me and Zach are old. Like me and Zach, like first pro quest ever. We played round one. Yeah, I think it was literally the first pro quest like US got. I think it was me and him round one.
That's when you had to play online, right?
Oh no, that was Nats or skirmish. That was skirmish.
that was
Yeah,
skirmishes. They did
Skirmishes.
online skirmishes, but no,
Yeah.
like ProQuests were.
Ah.
I remember season one ProQuest.
Yeah.
because I was playing my control dash
Dash.
IE deck, and I thought I was like the coolest thing in the world. And then I got crippling crushed with dominate 3 times that day, and I discarded 2 items twice. And I was like, all right, well maybe we're gonna put this on the shelf for now. Like,
He got lightning press too. That is true.
oh my god.
It's a good story. It's been a minute.
It doesn't matter. We'll be playing like I don't know, some like weird like we'll be playing like Cyberpunk 7 years from now. And Taylor's gonna be like, oh my god, Zach, do you remember that time I lightning pressed you? Or I razor reflex Rosetta Thorn to kill you? Like some stupid shit like that, and I'm just gonna crash out off the face of the planet. Like still, all those years later.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. So the gist of it is though that Chain's coming back. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing
Kane
else.
is back. I mean, the trailer was cool. Like, I actually really enjoyed like the video itself. It was really cool. But I mean, yeah, like Chain's back. They hit us with the Dusk Till Dawn tagline in the video was like part of the audio. Which I thought was like kind of cool. That stood out to me. Somebody who like a lot of people who were watching tonight were like big lore people, and they were talking about it, and so I thought that was pretty sweet to like just to like tie it all back together a little bit.
Have you guys ever played Darkest Dungeon?
Yeah. Good game.
The art is just Darkest Dungeon. It looks like it came from Darkest Dungeon if you haven't watched the trailer yet.
Now I want to
2D
look up this game.
grimdark type stuff.
Dude, you're
I've seen my friends play
Yeah.
it, but
it looks just like it.
yeah, it seems good.
It's the same art
Jack's never
style.
played a roguelite before in his life, so he's definitely never played Darkest Dungeon.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Taylor's like kind of on point. It does look very similar, honestly. Like it really does. No, I
Classic,
continue. I continue to be Ty the Tasmanian Tiger gaming and living in my own little world over here of like video games. So
I tell you what, it's a pretty good one. I would recommend getting into Darkest Dungeon.
Darkest Dungeon 1. 2 is kind of mid. Well, 1's good.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind with this
You're never gonna play
imagine
it.
this
You're
like
never gonna play it.
imaginary
Probably
list
not.
of games I'm never gonna play that you all
Yeah,
keep telling me
I'm
I
gonna
should
say,
play because
you're
I
never
have
gonna
no
fucking
time for
play
it.
You don't have to lie to me.
I'm the worst. It's like yeah. No, I'll get to that. Like I will not get to that.
As soon as
I'm
you leave,
sorry.
he's not getting
Okay. I'm going to chime in because I think Zach and I are very similar archetype, where people will explain a game to me and I will genuinely be interested in playing that game. But because I'm like that for everything, it's cooked. There's no way I'm playing it despite the fact that I showed like some genuine interest in it. And so I'm genuinely at the point where just there's too much game. I had like my entire backlog and I was like, this is going to be a purge, motherfucker. Like we're going through everything. Okay, Persona 4 Golden, get the fuck out of here. I'm not actually going to play a 100-hour long JRPG. And so I've been like trimming my gaming backlog. And so I got to play I'm a big visual novel fan. So I got to play Slay the Princess recently. Very good. And then I've been playing Void Stranger. If you like games that are like, I literally can't tell you, trust me, bro, it's peak. Y'all should try playing that game. It's so good. Oh my god, it's
the
so
same
good.
one that
Sorry.
Raya recommended.
Yes, it
That might
is.
be.
It is.
Okay,
Yeah. I got inducted into the Church of Void Stranger, and I am so glad I am now a member.
Void Stranger. I love that
I'm
I just get to
interested.
like.
You're never
look
gonna
up
play
these,
it,
like,
Zach.
ran-
There's no point in
Yeah, but
googling it.
I still like to look up random games that people talk about. Like,
Have you guys ever heard of this game Halo 3? Dude, my buddy recommended it. This game was great.
I played the living shit. I mean, if y'all want to talk about like that was what we did, okay? That was the games I played growing up. We played online multiplayer, talk shit like you are gonna die tomorrow to people, and we just fucking yelled at everybody. Like that was my childhood.
Add me on Xbox Live. It's XX Taylor Crawford 69420XX.
Like,
what's
yeah,
up, dog?
XX smoke weed 420. Like 100%, dude. Like
Dude, it's so bad.
It's just who I am, okay? Like, and then I transitioned to Fortnite, okay? Like, I get it. I'm not cool. I'm not like off the cuff hipster, okay? Like, I'm a pretty basic white dude, okay? Like, I'm in my 30s. I like to play cards, and I'm married. Like, I'm pretty boring. There's nothing like fancy.
Wow, way to
about me.
brag, buddy. Jeez.
I'm just saying, the most interesting thing about me is that I wear a fucking headband and a shirt with my cat on it to events. Like, that's my life, you know? Like, one black coffee, please. Like, it's my life. I'm sorry.
You have the power to do whatever you want, buddy. I'm just glad you're happy. You know,
Free will is quite a
it's a joke.
choice.
It's not real.
Yeah, no, listen. When I
This is going down a
screamed,
completely different path.
when I
That's
screamed bang bang as loud as I could on the golf course on Sunday, that was free will, okay? That was free will if I've ever used it before.
Zach is such an interesting case where I've been on the internet for long enough, and even like you, Taylor, have been on the internet circles that I am. But Zach feels like he's kind of like permanently under a rock. I said the word neurodivergency in a call the other day, and he didn't know what that was. And I was just like, wait, these people actually exist. This is crazy. This is so funny. I genuinely could not believe that shit, but like, you know.
Tism, my lord.
That's a rough one.
Having everybody laugh at me like Googling random games and words you all say, like, I feel like you all are like getting to hang out with like your younger brother that like doesn't understand all the cool things that you guys do. Like,
hanging out with you is like hanging out with like yeah, I'll say, dude, it's like hanging out with my grandma. I'll say something, she's like, what is that? It's like, oh, grandma, let me teach you about the good old days.
okay, listen, Google Sheets guy, I don't want to hear it. Okay,
Okay,
at least I name all my
was a
documents.
banger.
Okay,
It's a banger.
Ashlyn, I'm sorry, you missed out on Taylor being possibly like the oldest man I've ever met in my life. But I will spare everybody the Google Sheets story. He has 20 unnamed Google Sheets.
I'll spare everyone the story. Immediately dives into the story.
No. I'm sparing everybody the story by telling the 5-second recap. Like,
I know Taylor's old. I could probably do my whole makeup routine while staring into his bald head.
You know what?
How reflective it
That's
is.
the nicest thing anyone's ever said, actually. I put time to wax this thing sometimes.
Yeah. No, I respect it. But you got to be past a certain age to be like, fuck, I'm just going to go bald. But like,
23.
I think the real, like the metagame with being bald.
Taylor's been bald for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I understand. But the metagame, what I've learned is that the moment you think it's going to happen, at some point, later down the line, if you just commit to the bit early, it works so incredibly well. And I have like friends. I have a friend who's like, I'll just like talk about a story. He lived in Germany, and there was like a power plant that exploded. So some like radiation was like going across Germany, and his grandparents said, check the broadcast. And so he's exposed to the radiation for a little bit. And so he has like it won't harm him, a very non-cancerous growth in his head that just produces so much testosterone that he's like 21 and like nearly balding. And he has the coolest fucking giant red wizard beard I've ever seen in my life. And I'm like, just go bald. You will have so much aura. And he finally went bald, and like, he's doing great for himself. So yeah, shouts to Noah.
I'm so jealous.
Shouts out to Noah.
Lean in.
None of the bald part. I might lose my mind if I went bald. I like my hair too much, but
Damn.
regardless.
How you gonna say that in front of Taylor?
I'm just saying, like, Taylor's got the whole thing going on.
Oh, I would
like,
kill myself if I went bald.
Dude, like, I love my hair, okay? I always have. Like, my hair means a lot to me, but I'm very jealous. Like, Taylor gets the whole thing. Like, if I didn't shave for, like, 6 weeks, it would still look like this. Like, it doesn't happen. Like, the middle of my mustache, like, you could kick a field goal between that shit. Like, there's so much room there. It's ridiculous, bro. It's awful.
So, growing up, my dad, my grandpa, and my brother were all bald. And so, like, when I was, like, 17, like, every day I would just feel it. I'm like, oh, God, it's coming. So, like, I got to, like, 23, and as soon as COVID hit, I just, boom, right there. Just, as soon as COVID hit, I don't have to see anybody. I can go outside, tan it, so it's not white, you know? And that's kind of where this came from. Like, I think that the day the lockdown happened, like, March 12th, I was just like, let's go.
That's brutal. You're in high school trying to just live a normal life. Look in the mirror. Oh, fuck, man. I can see it happening already.
I had long, gorgeous hair in high school and college because I knew I was going to lose it as soon as I left that college. It was gorgeous.
The long hair to bald pipeline is real as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I can name like 3 fab players that need to do this. I'm not going to say any names, but they know who they are.
Dude, so instead of...
It's just us 3 in the call.
Dude, so my experiment for COVID was, well, I guess one of many, was I grew mine out into a full-on man bun. So you'll see, like, if you ever see my wedding photos, me in the man bun. That's pretty lit.
I feel like I need to see pictures of this. I might stalk your Facebook later and, like, see what I can come up with here. Like, yeah, no, I'm intrigued by this. I think this is the longest cold open we've ever done. I'm kind of here for it, though.
Just doesn't
now
end.
It's over. He's ruined it.
As soon as you say it, it's over.
I guess we gotta talk about our weeks in Flesh and Blood. God fucking damn it.
Oh, well, fuck me for having some self-awareness. Jesus Christ.
This fucking guy doesn't
This isn't the place or time.
Whatever. Welcome back to Breakpoints, episode 29 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
28 part 18.
That's right. Something like that.
I broke him.
Like,
I broke him with that one.
It just, like, the engine just died, like, mid-sentence. There was
I did math in my head. I was like, is it actually 18?
I don't know. There wasn't a single thing happening upstairs. The headband had taken all the capacity at that point. Yeah, somebody else talk. Fuck, I'm dying over here. Like, I mean, I'm drowning.
Oh,
like,
welcome to Breakpoints. Episode, whatever episode it is.
That's perfect.
I'll take over as host. I know Taylor's a little out of commission for reasons. But currently we're gonna vibe it out. So how's everyone's weeks in Flesh and Blood? Let's start with you, Taylor.
It's been fantastic. I found a deck for Pro Tour. I've been very excited testing it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Sam's fucking dying over I'm trying to talk. You know there's a mute button on that motherfucker, right?
It's way funnier like this, though. I mean, come on. Oh, man.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, it's been a great time testing for Pro Tour. But you, Sam.
Lock in, y'all. Lock in.
Oh, fuck. All right. I believe in you.
He can Flesh and Blood, Sam. Jesus Christ, dude.
He said, how about you, Sam?
Oh, dude, I completely missed it.
Sam said, I believe in you.
I thought you still weren't done, brother.
I believe in you,
I thought you were
Taylor
like waiting
Crawford.
for me to finish.
Oh my God.
Whew, whew, whew.
Yeah, we're good. This is a great coherent podcast. Anyway, my week was solid. Lots of like things to catch up on after being away in Minneapolis for a little bit. So always fun coming back and having to do a shitload of housework to catch back up, but that is what it is. I'm very excited to go back to Armory. I got this beautiful Ziggy deck, and I finally got my gravy cards back from Emma. So I got these sweet signed allies. Looks beautiful. Can't wait to just play these cards. Give me a good time. How about you, Zach? How's your week been?
It's been good. I'm also testing for the PT, trying to find a hero. Looking at Dio. Fi has made a surprising run into my list. It's currently at the top of the list, which I did not think would be there. And Jarl and Gravy Bones. I had a chance to play Fi at a like a cash tournament, one of our local stores held this past weekend, and the deck felt really good. And I got to top 8, and like I got juiced by 2 ancestral empowerments on Mask of Momentum draws, and it was just like kind of crazy. I don't know, like the game was going really well. But regardless, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun like testing and trying new decks, knowing that I don't have Victor to fall back on for the next tier 4 that I go to is kind of like a weird world to live in right now. But it's, you know, it's been good. How about you, Ashlyn?
Oh, I never thought you would ask. I'm having a great time. Turns out when like, you know, the coolest thing to happen in your life just like happens to you. It's like you're feeling pretty good after that, you know. So yeah, I top 4 US Nats. It's pretty cool. And so I've just been going on a content tour. I've been like farming for content. It's all been like evil, trying to climb and like gain clout. I already gained a lot of clout because like I saw Taylor's list and I'm like, fuck, I want so much clout. What is the best hero to obtain clout on? And I was like, oh, Phison Clout Chaser tier. Oh, I guess I gotta play 5.
It worked.
It worked. I like unironically, I wasn't playing for clout. I was playing it at day 2, and then I got clout. So you were kind of right, I don't know. But I've not had a lot of time to test. I've just been like focusing on content. We'll talk about it more in the sponsor segment, but I've been writing an AGE article for surrounding Fi and like the Nats run, which has been so fun. And it's kind of crazy how we're just like AG is just the coolest thing that like all the coolest people, us, are writing AGE articles. Isn't that like so sick? But yeah, no, it was supposed to be 3,000 or more words, and then the love of the game completely like coursed through my veins, and I wrote 6,300 words, and so now we're here.
Love to see it.
But I am gonna be able to go to my Armory on Friday. I unfortunately had to miss a costume party last Saturday due to some random circumstances. So we're gonna go to the Armory, and people are gonna dress up and such. So that'll be fun.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I want to dress up in my Armory.
What's my costume?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a dog.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Simple.
it's very easy to do. I have friends that are like, "Hey, can you just give me like a dog ears and I'll go and this will be my costume?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'll do that. That sounds like a fun time." But yeah, no, I'm excited to get back into my Armory scene and hang out with the people. We have like 2 people who top forward. Like Jacob Lance top forward last year. And so we've kept the North Carolina streak alive. So maybe next Nats we'll just have a North Carolinian Taylor Crawford top 4 next year. So
North Carolina's done it 3 years in a row.
Oh really?
Aaron, Jacob, then this year. What?
Oh yeah, you're right.
And you guys said
we might be.
Dude, our locals are
I guess
cracked.
like a 2 for this
Fuck
year,
you,
too.
Sam.
That's what. Oh my god, I was so mad that like that people come to our local scene or people are like, oh my gosh, what's going on with the North Carolina fab scene? And then like we just keep putting people in like really good positions, and I go to my local event and like 20 out of the 30 people at the Pro Quest are like playing very, very well and know exactly what they're doing and like take the game very seriously. And I'm like, nobody here is like a killer, like a great, like a GOAT, like one of the best players in the United States. But we're all just like solid group of players that all take the game very seriously, and that can sometimes be like a lot harder to do well. And then like there's a couple really good players, then everyone else is kind of like, eh.
I actually really like that, because I think that's something that doesn't come up often enough, is that when you have a group of like people at your local scene, you know, whether it's 10 or 20 or however many, that are just really good, competent players that understand like, fab value and their hero and what they're doing, like it makes it really tough to win a ProQuest. Like there are a lot of good players that I know that have like never won a ProQuest, and I don't like it's just I don't know. I love having these conversations because it really tells you how much talent is around the country in random places.
Poor old Michael Fong. He still hasn't won a ProQuest, I think.
That's hilarious.
Dude,
Man can win a PT, but not a PQ. It's crazy.
I also love when this conversation comes up because Sam just catches a stray about his locals being soft every time. Like Taylor refuses to let it go. It's like my favorite bit we still have.
That's your favorite bit?
Oh, there's a couple of bits, but anyway,
That's a weak.
speaking of AGE, if you're looking for a great place to find everything you need in one spot, check out age.com and make sure you use code BREAKPOINT5 to check out Ashland's cool article. It'll save you 50% off your first month. We also have a couple of other really cool sponsors. The first one, or the second one, second one. I'm used to doing AGE last. The Codex Journal, the Breakpoints Codex Journal. Take all your notes, keep the life total, do all the cool stuff, talk shit to your friends. Write that you're favored against your friends. That is one of my personally favorite things to do. Okay. We'll get to our last sponsor in just a minute. It's time for this week's segment of Did I Win That Game? March the 1st, the showdown. It's the showdown in Montreal. I was playing KO. I played against a Dorinthia.
That one's hard. I don't remember how you did.
I'm going to put W on this one.
All right, Sam.
I'm going to put L because I've never heard you ever play KO in your life.
What?
Is this the Sage?
This is
event?
Sage.
Yeah,
Sage, you
yeah.
Sage.
Oh,
He
this
only
is
played
Sage.
KO.
Silver Age, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sage Dorinthia versus Dorinthia?
I'm gonna say
I'm
gonna say W. I think you got the skills to pitch stack.
See, like, I haven't kept a mental image, but like, there's no way if Zach lost a lot recently, he would keep losing. And it's like, you know what? I feel like this is a very open flex moment for Zach, so I'll say W.
I did, in fact, win this game. If you all had picked W and I would have lost this, I probably would have just hit leave at the bottom and then went to bed. But thankfully that didn't happen. No, we ended up pitch stacking a little bit, like Taylor said, and won that game. I actually remember this one because I called Andromeda by the wrong name when I sat down. I sat down and I was like, "Oh, is your name Andromeda?" And they were like, "Andromeda." And I was like, "Oh, like the Power Rangers lady." And she was like, "Yes, like the Power Rangers lady."
Power Rangers lady.
Yeah, Andromeda from like the Power Rangers in space.
It's a crazy
Yeah.
call out, but you don't know what like
our galaxy.
yeah.
Okay,
You don't got no internet.
Sam. Some of us liked fun things as a kid. All right, we don't all lose our hair at 18, and not all of us like I don't know. I don't have any
You. No.
have soft locals, Sam.
Okay, that is true.
And Ashland's our guest, so I'm not taking a shot at Ashland.
No, take a shot at me. This podcast only works if you're also making fun of the women as equally
And
as the
not
men.
all of us
True.
lose to Gravy Bones. I mean, good lord, you couldn't even win. Like, come on.
I'm gonna start crying and then you're gonna feel really bad. Watch that shit.
At least I could kill Oyston.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If you cry, oh my god, dude.
I could cry for cinema. Like it's definitely something that I can now
content.
do more on command.
It would be good content.
Oh my
I would
gosh, I'm so
actually
content
make
filled.
Taylor edit that shit out. And then the best
I
part is
wouldn't. I
would
would
just
clip
be a
it.
rant about me telling Taylor that he has to edit it out, and then he never does. And so it would just make the bit even funnier that you cried on podcast.
No, the optimal thing to do is jump cut to me crying, and then everyone look at Zach really infuriated, and they'll just like fill in the blanks with like the worst possible shit they could think of.
Honestly,
great.
I would use it to promote the episode. It's just her crying and be like, "Can't wait till Friday's episode," and that's it.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
Anyway, you don't even need a photo. Just say it.
Our third and final sponsor is the Blazing Net, where you can find all of your data, and you have this really cool draft tool that you can use as you prepare for your nationals or Pro Tour in Las Vegas.
I love Fab Blazing. That's it.
I have opinions.
It is fablazing.com, by the way.
Fablazing?
What's your opinions? Because I will. Pick your words.
You want what we could say? My opinion is that John Fablazing, I don't know the guy's name, or girl, whoever they are, you should not make the draft thing free. That thing is so incredibly good.
It's cracked.
And so convenient. It should be a part of the premium subscription. Every single time I use it, I feel like I'm scamming someone, who is willing for me. They're here, have something so incredibly good. I will not charge you a penny. I feel like I'm stealing from someone. It's crazy. Nah, y'all, if you want to level up your draft game, please go on Fablazing and use the draft tool. It's so great because I literally drafted with Zach, and there was 4 Auroras in the pod, and I was the only correct Aurora in the seat. Because there was 2 other heroes and 2 other to my left and right. And then Zach it picks Aurora. And the 2 people to his right from pack 1, pick 1 forced Aurora. And I'm yes, I can see now who the lobotomized players who fucked this draft over for the both of us. It's a great time.
It was kind of a lot of fun.
It was pretty bad. I'm literally trying to draft, and I'm looking at messages from Ashlyn, and she's like, what the fuck is going on? And I was like, dog, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Yep.
That was beautiful.
All right, Sam, roll us into our topics, big dog.
Well, that segues us fairly nicely to get us started off. So how much did you actually prep for draft for nationals?
I played a lot of rantaways. I think in total I did 25 drafts, 3 of those in paper.
Solid.
Get your paper reps in. I know that some people can struggle to get draft at their local scene because not everyone's super into it. But it really pays off to do the paper reps. But that was my main draft prep. Played a lot of Draftmancer, made a lot of mistakes. I had someone helping me out a lot in learning the initial things of draft and reading signals and pack coalition. So shouts to them. But yeah, that was my basic prep. Was I had a good teacher and I played a lot of Draftmancer.
Signals are super hard this set compared to others. It's difficult to read incense sometimes.
Yep.
So you were the featured drafter on day 2 even.
Oh my god.
So how'd that feel going into it? Was it extra nerve-wracking?
I had a good feeling that I was the featured drafter at the morning of, because they said somewhere in the broadcast, which we watched back, that it was one of the fives. And I gotta be honest, I love Matthew Gunn, and he had a good draft strategy going in of forcing Aurora. But I don't think it would be particularly fun to watch someone force Aurora and be pretty much the 1 or the 2 of in the pod. And it seemed from the interview that I played draft more, and my draft was going to be more dynamic. So I was naturally going to assume that they were going to pick me. So that was able to calm my nerves. I realized that there was 2 realities. Reality 1, I did a pretty good draft, and I got to show off my chops. And the other 2 was that I completely botched the shit out of the draft. And there would be so many memes lobotomized 5-player can't draft. They don't know what they're doing. They only know how to eat hot chip and throw 10 attacks on the combat chain and lie. And it's there was no reality where there isn't something interesting or fun to come out of it. So I was feeling pretty good about that. Nerves wise, I think this is my first serious draft that I've taken. I've obviously done a little bit of high seas just for fun. Back when that came out.
Good to do that with.
It's very, very, very fun set to draft. One of the first sets where it's oh yeah, I actually actively want to play the draft format, even if I don't have to play it in a competitive sense. But I was heading into that draft, and I consistently found in my testing that I don't know who at LSS dropped the Chemical X in the batch of the cards that they put in these packs. But sometimes you'll open a pack and it's oh, that's 4 wizard cards and 1 Runeblade card. And that is where most of the nerves came from. sometimes not super the fault of your own, you can pick up on a signal. Like here's a good example I thought about in my head. My opponent, 2 to my right, picks up a pack, 4 wizard, 2 illusionist, 1 runeblade. And that covers for the 7 of like the common cycle. Let's say that guy is like, okay, I'm gonna pick the rare. And then the guy, the individual that is passed to, looks at the pack and is like, oh, I'm forcing X hero. I'm gonna take the illusionist card. I get past a pack of wizard, 4 wizard, and 1 illusionist, 1 whatever. Or like even someone could draft one of the Acilio cards and it would be like a 3-1-2 split. If I receive that pack, I'm getting completely different signals than what's actually going on. So I knew that a rogue pack can completely fuck the draft for someone. And so that's why I was like very inclined to stay open, at least for the first couple of picks. And then after I got the Yellow Crow's Space Dust, I'm like, this is the best Ziggy card out of the rares. Like, if it was something like a Frag Life Force, I don't think I would have moved in as heavily as I did. But seeing as, like, okay, the best card in Ziggy is still around, that means that the 2 people on my right either got a bomb-ass card for another class or are forcing a different class. So I got the card, I stayed open, but everything just kept signaling me Ziggy. And Ziggy is my favorite hero to play. I love them so much. Such a fun hero to play in Limited. I actually almost mind control myself into playing that deck in CC, which I'm so glad I didn't because it looks boring as fuck. But okay, Aphrodisias has sauce, and like it was cool to see a reality or factor list like do well, but it was like, oh, this is like number slot. Why would I play number slot illusionist when I can play number slot ninja? Anyways, but yeah, I felt pretty good once I like got very comfortably in my Ziggy seat. I'm like, oh, I'm just having a good time because like the rest of the draft, I knew what type of cards I wanted to draft. I knew how to play the rest of the draft. I've drafted Ziggy many times, and I'm like, I will have at the very minimum a 1-2 or a 2-1, which is all I kind of really needed going into day 2, seeing as I was 8-0. So I was feeling pretty good, and it was like really fun. My favorite part was the nails. Oh my god, I don't have them on right now because I had to like type out an article, but having people going like, Ashlyn, what's your makeup routine? Ashlyn, your nails are so cute. They're very like fiery themed. I actually like cared about that shit more than people being like, oh, that was such a smart pick and draft. I'm like, I don't care about fucking draft. Compliment how pretty I look. Let me feel good. And so I just got a lot of love all around from the draft. And I was seeing the posts on social media and that made me feel really good. So
awesome. Well, what kind of led you on to your number slop ninja then? If that's the delineation here.
This is the only hero I play.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's like I know the answer to this one. I know this answer.
I played Acilio when he came out in Rosetta. And then the moment they printed the 0-cost shock, I was like, this is like kind of boring because it's good. I don't really like playing the good decks. I'm more of a hipster. And so this tournament, through my practice, there was never a doubt that I was going to play Fi. But it was not like, oh, I'll just play Fi and send it. It was like, I kept testing and testing and testing and testing. And I'm like, wait a minute, this hero's kind of got the sauce. It was just like winning so many games. And I was like talking to some of my really good locals. I was practicing against a bunch of Marios. And I was like, this deck like has legs to do really well in this event. And I think it's better positioned than Syndra, which people were saying Syndra might be one of the best decks positioned in the weekend. And so I was just feeling really good about Fi going to the event, but there was like never in doubt to play Fi. The reason, I guess the origin story is I started playing it in Rosetta. I played Art of War Fi when I had like it all proxied at like my student union and I was playing against like Connor Babcock's fucking Azalea. I hate that matchup. Oh my god. Such a cringe deck. Anyways. But I got my first real start with like the cards in Rosetta, and I gotta be honest, I love the like I love when Fi is shitty. When you're like playing E-Strike and Bittering Thorns and like your entire deck like sucks, but it's kind of good because you run a headpiece that starts your opponent at like 33 life and you can like randomly win some games. And ever since then, I just like made content, fell in love. The only other deck I did win a tournament on Acilio because like I got second or third at a ProQuest, or not a ProQuest, an RTN with Fi. And whenever you're the only goal you have left to do is actually win the pro quest, that creates an extremely unhealthy mentality going into every tournament where it's like, okay, I've already gotten second with the hero I want to. Then the only thing we can do is first. And then your brain is just like, if you don't get first place, you're just going to be unhappy. And so I was like, I already qualified for Nats with this deck. Let me just play Cilio. And then I won a 40-person pro quest on a Cilio. I think it was the House of Cards one. I don't know if you were at that, Taylor.
Yeah, I played RKO into like 5 Kasais, and I was gonna off myself.
Yeah, but somehow I won that, and then Cilio got his entire playstyle kneecapped, so there was never really an option for me to pivot into that deck. But Max is cool. That's the only other deck I play. He's got so much swag. He's so hype. I love him. If Faya allows, I'm playing Max at Pro Tour and Worlds, by the way. Just FYI. I don't have any backup plan besides that, so you'll get to hopefully see that.
How many subs does it take for Zach to play Max at Pro Tour?
Zach, you gotta trust me. This is like the most fun hero ever. You have to play this shit.
There's not a person in Flesh and Blood that has a wallet deep enough to pick my hero.
You played Betsy. I don't want to hear it. Max is like one
I
step
don't know
up.
about that.
Yeah, I played Betsy for $1,200 and threw away my weekend. No.
I feel like
I'm a 15.
Threw away
not
a
that you...
day. All right. Listen. So they were
Shut
buddies.
up, Sam. I threw away my weekend. Weren't you listening?
It sounded like you had a pretty fun time throwing it away. I don't know.
Dog, the joy of going from 0-3 to 1-3, that was the most sweet win I've ever had in my life. I mean, I was over the moon.
I'm kind of surprised at that point you don't start hitting the buy, you know?
Dude, I was worried. I was worried if we 0-4'd, we were going to get a buy.
You were worried about bisexuals? That's kind of homophobic of you, Zach. That's crazy.
Oh, what? Yo.
Oh, there's the opening clip. There you go. Cut that one out.
Yeah, there you, oh yeah. This is when the podcast starts. Actually, this is the cold
In
open.
So guys,
June of
welcome
all
to
the months
episode
for there to be
48.
a new scandal of me. Like,
Yeah,
come
this is
on, bro.
Yeah, this is the gay episode of Breakpoints.
They all are. What do you mean?
I mean, yeah, a little bit.
Based.
I mean, what's a podcast without kissing men? That's what I always say.
Somebody get
I love that for
somebody
y'all.
get Will Bradshaw on the phone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's my man.
I joined the Breakpoint server and everyone's name was like some kind of like, God, I love kissing my homie on the lips joke. And I'm like, I love that for y'all. Have fun with that. Hopefully one of you is not secretly closeted and will have their entire reality ruined, but who's to say?
Joke's on you. We all are. That's the way it is.
I do want to say, I love that you won the ProQuest that Taylor played RKO at, because I can remember that day. I remember team chat that day. Taylor was literally messaging us, and he was like, I'm going to fucking kill myself. He was like, I can't stand this game. He was like, this is my third Kasai. And I'm just imagining you like bebopping around the room with a Cilio and like blasting people into the sun. And Taylor's day was like, it was like the worst day of his life. But he kept winning. He's like, oh, I'm 3-1, and I hate my life. Like...
That was such a funny tournament.
Yeah.
Because my finals opponent was my teammate. Shouts to Will Joseph. When he got top 8 with RKO, we went to Cookout. He got I think it was like a slushie or some kind of milkshake. He took his vial of alcohol, poured that shit straight in, and was like half drunk for the entirety of like the rest of the top 8, and it was just like beating everyone's ass.
That's amazing.
It was a great time, and we did split in the finals. I'll admit that, but that's because it was like really late at the venue, and it was also it probably could have gone my way because he was completely drunk and the matchup was favored, but like people had to go home, so we did what we had to do.
Is there any interest in playing the new? Oh, what was that, Taylor? Sorry.
What were you saying, Sam?
Saying, is there any interest in playing the new Auroreo then? Or are you just fully off of Cilio
New
now?
Cilio?
Yeah, like
Or,
Majin's like style.
Oh, no. Okay, so like I'm not a wizard player. I'm a degenerate combo player. I've like realized that my skill set is playing the degenerate combo deck.
So like
and like Fi
Aaron's.
isn't a degenerate combo deck. But it's like Aaron's is like degenerate combo deck. Like I will know the statistic odds. Like you could see Aaron going like this in the fucking like doing like the mental on like 2 calculators. Like he's moving the abacus like back and forth to like fully like peer through all the realities. Mine is like I will play like a 62 set combo turn to win the game and try to navigate to that. And so I've realized that's kind of what I'm good at, but it's not always the decks I kind of play. Max is kind of like an esoteric combo deck where it's like you are actively trying to do the funny thing, and sometimes you do have to do a combo to win the game. But yeah, no. So when Acilio now is like, this is like 0 for 4 slop, like Aurora Snooze Fest. Like that's kind of how new the Majin Acilio is. And then
that's crazy. You're saying that.
Aaron Grace's is like, I mean, it do be doing damage. It's just not my thing.
I played Number Slop 5. That's so much better than Number Slop.
Okay,
all my
Aurora.
There's a massive difference between Scar for a Scar, Ravenous Rabble, Entwined Lightning versus Rise from the Ashes, Art of Phoenix War, Spreading Flames, Phoenix Flame, fucking do tricks on it, fucking do whatever, Link's Tutor for Fire That Burns Within, you get another random drop, like it's a different thing. Don't put disrespect.
You know what it sounds like? Have you seen that meme where the guy, he's on his computer like sweating and he's like doing things and the other guy's like da 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 and he's just like
yeah.
That's
That's
what it sounds
exactly
like.
what it is. Why would I get results for things that take less effort? Why not take the hardest path possible for no fucking reason? I think that's why we're all here. Like, just play what's fun. I don't know.
Well, my homies love attack actions and Mask of the Pouncing Lynx. That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
Yep, that's a lot more of the podcast than it used to be. I'll tell you what.
I love that every time I look over, you can see Taylor's just like fading back into his chair more and more as the night goes on. Like, I love this so much.
Bing chilling.
The terrors are coming.
Taylor's gonna start like fucking throwing air, like as far fucking like air boxing, like some random shadow demon from hell.
Would honestly be like the best like ending to a podcast ever. Like we say nothing about it and Taylor just cuts it off in the middle of that.
Just keeps it all in.
I can tell that he's really feeling it because I said that and he was like, no words,
idea.
just head
good
nods
idea.
all the way.
All right, Ashton, what was your like best experience over the weekend? It doesn't have to be a game. It doesn't even have to be Flesh and Blood. What was the best thing about the weekend?
There's definitely, I mean, the best moment was probably winning and then crying for 8 minutes straight after getting into top 8. That was pretty lovely. Just like an expelling of the emotions, like basking in the glory. But I think my favorite moment was a little more subtle, where after Zach came over at the very start of the event and someone asked for his drinking buddy, I was like, oh shit, time to piggyback. My entire group of friends and small like local testing team got drinking buddies. And then we proceeded to go to Chili's and place those drinking buddies in margaritas and then drink out of them. And that was really fun. And I got some great photos out of it. The Chili's after, I went 8-0 and like got the whole interview was pretty fun. But I was banned from drinking alcohol because job's not over, job's not done. Whatever, like that Kobe Bryant gift that Taylor immediately sent to me after I was like, I got the clout, Taylor. And you were just like, job's not over. And I'm like, okay, yeah. I internalized that. I like locked in.
I can't confirm that the pictures happened. Ashlyn showed them to me at the event hall, was showing me the pictures. Of
Leaking DMs like that? Okay, what the hell?
Bro, I'm just saying, like, it was cool, like, to see that. Like, I don't know many people that would have dropped, like, an LSX exclusive promo in a drink to celebrate. And it's like, I don't know. Like, that's just fucking aura. Like, I love that shit.
It was pretty safe inside the sleeve. I think the funnier part was that my friend Will was playing Bryce in a side event, Bryce Platts. And for explaining to Bryce Platts what a Marg Tower is, he got a drinking buddy promo. Which is, I don't even know what a Marg Tower was, because apparently the Chili's in Minneapolis don't have a fucking Marg Tower, which makes me upset. They gotta come to Guacaholics. Now that's a real place to get some alcohol, I'll tell you what.
They have the name for it. That's lit.
Yeah.
Wow. This is massive.
Zach is like searching up and is like, babe, I know where we're going for dinner tomorrow.
I mean, listen, I'm
Get
not
in the
gonna lie.
shower
This
at
looks like something
Chili's.
Carly would love. This shit's between 1.5 and 3 liters. Like, that's crazy.
3 liters.
That's an average
insane.
Tuesday night for us. What are you talking about?
Bro, that is crazy.
Y'all crush that,
You
honestly.
On a school night?
This, oh, wait.
Oh, dude.
Okay. I want to talk about this, and this is like completely sidetracked. But do you, like, I already asked Zach. Taylor, do you think you could do the 999 baseball challenge?
I don't drink, so
Do you know
no.
what this is?
I
You don't drink?
I do not drink.
Straight edge?
I am.
Okay.
I drink maybe once a year.
What about you, Sam?
I don't even know what that is. What is the 999
Okay.
challenge?
So you go to a baseball game, and within 9 innings, you have to drink 9 beers and eat 9 hot dogs.
Oh, I could do that. 100%. I could do that.
I need you and Zach to go and stream a baseball game where you do the 9-9 challenge. I think that would be like peak content. I feel like this is a missing opportunity. I can't do it. My body cannot handle that. It will literally explode.
Baseball games in
We'll
Las
probably
Vegas.
both explode before the game's over, but we'll manage the challenge.
When
Oh my god. Yeah.
when you tagged me in that in the Discord, Ashlyn, my wife commented and was like, I want to do this. And I was like, you didn't know it yet, but you're roped into doing this. Like, so we have a local, like, are they like farm league or whatever, like baseball team near
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
And so we're going to go and like get hammered and have somebody come pick us up and do this one night. I'm so excited.
That's so sick. I saw you had the hot dog channel. I'm like, is Zach like #1 glizzy gobbler?
Dude,
Like, this is pretty cool.
yes, absolutely. Like hot dogs are like a thing. It's part of the channel. It's a whole bit.
Oh my god, I have a question for you. Sorry, I'm going completely off the rails. Is this okay?
No, I
Have you
love
seen
this.
this,
This is literally what the
podcast before? Let
podcast
me tell
is.
you.
Okay.
This is what we
Okay.
do.
Okay, 100-meter dash, Joey Chestnut versus Usain Bolt. They have to eat a hot dog in its entirety and then run 100 meters. Who wins the race?
It's still Bolt. Like,
It's-
he's so fast.
No, Joey Chestnut. Because I think like the standard deviation of the time to eat a hot dog is greater than the time to run the 100 meters. I think it's Joey Chestnut. Because Joey Chestnut's gonna knock it out in like maybe a second or two, but then run like the 100 meters in
I don't
like.
think... All right. Does Usain and Joey both get time to prepare, and how much of it?
Okay, Gronk, how fast does Usain Bolt
But, like-
eat a hot dog?
Because like I feel like Usain Bolt could probably eat one in like 2 seconds.
Hold up. In this specific scenario, a gun to the head, we will kill your entire family if you don't do this right now with no prep time. That's the circumstance. This is a life or death battle between Usain Bolt and Joey Chestnut.
Okay.
Because when I was proposing this hypothetical to other people, and it's been passed down to me through generations and generations of like bits with my friends, there is a issue of Usain Bolt not really trying to eat the hot dog too fast. But if he's got something on the line, then there's like a chance that he just like scarfs that shit down.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he could probably scarf it and it's still out sprint.
Quick Google search. Just like, we're not like crazy fact checking here. Just some like quick Google search here. It takes the average person can comfortably eat a single hot dog in about 20 to 30 seconds when eating quickly.
Comfortably.
Comfortably.
This is gun to the dome. How comfortable are you, Zach?
So like we're talking about like what? It's gonna take you like as fast as I can, like what, 10 seconds? We'll say like 10. I cut that time in half. Like I feel like
No. I swear, because like, does it have to be all the way down, or can that shit just be like being chewed? Because I don't think
no,
he
it can't
needs
be
to
in your
breathe
mouth.
for
You have
100
to
meters.
swallow. You have to swallow.
I feel like she's got a live shot of her. Never mind.
Okay, so you have to swallow the hot dog. You have to like
Yes,
after we-
in its entirety.
Okay.
You have to gobble down that glizzy crazy
All
style.
right, yo, crazy style. It's fucking wild.
It's Joey Chestnut.
You said it's Pride Month, baby.
Okay. The average 100-meter sprint time for an untrained healthy adult is 13 to 15 seconds. Usain Bolt probably wins like the 100 meters in like what? 8 seconds?
9.58. 9.58 seconds.
Okay.
For what?
That's Usain Bolt's record 100 meter time is 9.58 seconds.
So it's gonna be damn close. Like
It's gonna be tight.
That's why it's a great hypothetical.
this is actually, you know what? I'm taking Chestnut. I'm taking Joey Chestnut, dog. Like I'm locking it in.
So we're 2-1 Chestnut. Okay. All right. Do I say my answer or
Yes,
I
please.
feel like because I've pondered
Let's-
it.
let's, you know, we've gone through
It's
it.
very clearly Joey Chestnut, and I think Taylor was
Clearly.
right about the deviation. But here's the bit about Joey Chestnut: he is a legitimate athlete, and how do you think he works out all those calories?
Oh, I have no idea.
He's got to be running.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Like, to a certain extent, he has to do some kind of. He is not an average man when it comes to running.
That's
He
fair.
has to do a lot of intensive exercise to maintain his physique and the body he needs to take down and gobble these glizzies. And so I genuinely think that if it was an average person, I think Usain Bolt's got that. With the Joey Chestnut like eating hot dog. But I think because of the fact that Joey Chestnut probably runs faster than the average guy due to his lifestyle, I think that he will have him beat by like a little bit. But it is a
fair.
close race.
That's fair.
And there's probably like another argument you can make in Usain Bolt's case. I told my friends that if I ever talked to Usain Bolt, I would like get him and Joey Chestnut in the room and we'd run this hypothetical to like put it to rest. But I don't think I'll get to that point. So
Yeah, I mean, like, what if in Usain Bolt's downtime, he's a glizzy goblin, like, dabbler? You know?
he could be like I don't know Usain Bolt's personal life.
Yeah.
I can only make guesses. It's
He-
it's a hard one.
He could be going undercover to these tournaments and we have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usain Bolt's going undercover to hot dog eating contests. Right. Okay.
Why
Oh
not?
man, I'm so excited to see what my favorite Flesh and Blood podcast is talking about this weekend. What the fuck?
Listen.
Can't
We,
wait
talk-
for the
we talked
summary
about
on this episode.
we talked about set 20 in the video a little bit. Ashlyn has shared her draft experience with us. It's now time for the nonsense. It was too serious for a while. It was too serious.
Yeah. I was getting a little scared. I'm like, when is someone gonna like start running a bit here and like be a little mean? But then we figured it out. We figured
No,
it out.
honestly, it was you. It's been perfect. You had to host the beginning of the episode. You're running all the bits this episode. Like, this is perfect. Like, I feel like this is like Ashlyn and her 3 guests. Taylor, who can barely talk. Sam and me, who has to Google every fucking thing because I don't know what we're talking about half the time.
I'm just a yapper.
I didn't even get a title. Man, this guy couldn't even give me one.
Taylor, that's your title right there.
What?
What?
What's
This is
the title?
Ashlyn's podcast. This is
Okay.
Ashlyn's podcast. Like,
Okay,
right there.
okay.
Taylor, are you the Stephen A. Smith of the Flesh and Blood community?
I have.
Oh.
People asked me this question before, and I have an answer to it, and I can. Oh,
I love that.
That's an insulting comparison, I gotta say.
no. Someone said this once in the Clout Discord, and someone replied with,
There's a Clout Discord?
"Don't worry about it."
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the Clout Discord that oh my god.
You're
that
not
shit is
in
so
there,
cringe.
buddy?
Anyways,
No.
Zach, you do not want to be in there, trust me.
Roger that. Understood. I'm good then.
My friend Connor top 8'd and Matt W is like, hey, do you want to get invited to the Clout server? Connor joins it and like this shit is just like not it. I'm sorry. Anyways.
And so someone said something like that, and they're like, "No, man, he's the Alex Jones," and I was like, "Whoa!"
Okay. Whoa.
that's
okay.
crazy.
Okay.
They're like,
That's
"Conspiracy
What
guy."
can I say?
I was like, "No, I'm not."
Ooh. I don't know. You're sure it's not doing you any favors for that argument.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah, that one. My guy has to look
On
down.
RSS, I'm just wearing a nice polo. Like,
sure.
like half of our views are on Spotify and Apple Podcast. They don't know what's up.
You better hope to God the LSS employee that listens to this podcast every single time to make sure you don't step out of line is listening on Spotify.
You know what? I think that they probably like the
You better
podcast.
pray to God.
I think they do.
I think they do.
You know, because you got to keep it spicy. Because, like, if you're on the rails and you're like, "Oh, this is so great. It's so much fun," it gets boring, dude. You got to, like, derail the train a little bit.
I understand.
We have definitely mastered the derailing the train part. I am more concerned we have not mastered the being on the rails for enough of the episode part of the podcast.
I'm never going to get a spoiler, am I?
Sorry, buddy.
We had
Sorry.
to sign up for it first. That's the first problem.
Yeah, you have to
I signed up.
as a content
I signed up
creator.
as me, and they're like, "What are your accomplishments?" And I was like, "I don't know." Sad face.
Wait, you sign up for this? I thought that LSS, like Daddy LSS, just comes down and is like,
No.
you get a spoiler.
No.
And you get a spoiler.
No,
You
you
gotta
have to-
sign up for
No?
their program and they
Oh,
select you
okay.
if you're good enough.
Wait.
But
Was
we'll
that
never be
really a
good
question,
enough.
Taylor? What are your accomplishments? Was that really a question?
It's like what do you do with the community? And I was like, I don't know. I don't think
they've-
Skyward
Shit post
Serenade.
on Twitter.
They've
I was like, have you seen Skyward Serenade? It's fake. No,
they've changed the application since I applied. It sounds like. I mean, this was many moons ago. I applied to be a Flesh and Blood content creator in like 2022 when nobody knew who I was.
did you only do it once? Did you like just do it once and they found you like a year and a half later, or like how did that work?
Yeah, I literally applied one time, and after like 6 months of like just never hearing back, I sent them an email and was like, "Hey, like I applied for this," and they were like, "We know, thanks." And like, I'm just kidding. No, I actually got like a really nice response. They were like, "Yay, we got it! Like, you know, you're on our list as the game's growing and stuff like that." It was a much more formal response than "Yeah, thanks." Like, nobody, fuck off. We know who you are.
From nobody to $5,000 content creator, he's really moved up the ranks.
It's
Listen.
insane. Do
Flesh
you
and Blood-
think?
Oh, please, please.
Do you think they would have given you the 5K if you started the podcast beforehand?
Absolutely not. I firmly, the podcast is doing nothing but tanking my stock at getting anything at LSS.
Maybe if we had like a podcast in the past where we talked about like being muscular men and saying like slightly misogynistic jokes, maybe we would get the 5,000.
I think.
Sorry, this is not an opinion that these three share. I have my beef. Anyways.
I get that reference.
You can speak for me on this one. I'm good. I'm good for you speaking for me on this one. That bothers me zero.
Yeah. It's a whole thing. But I don't know. I think receiving 5,000 from LSS, you gotta be pretty squeaky clean. There was one channel that I don't think a lot of people like talked about because it's not like a part of the larger Fab community. I forget the name because it's in Japanese, but there's a gameplay channel where like the avatars are like a red girl and a blue guy. And they make like Flesh and Blood gameplay videos. And I've actually been like watching their videos for a bit because they just make like really cool, like consistent gameplay videos. And I'm like, I know them. They got the 5,000. I'm like, yes, let's go.
I think
I know you're talking about because this sounds really bad, but I had to look them up when I saw their name on the grant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still a firm believer that the next, like, if they do like a second round of it, should go to like Talishar or February to pay for like server costs.
Absolutely.
Library.
We're gonna do
it's not
that
even close.
to Talishar though. They have to acknowledge it exists.
To at some point, dude, they have to acknowledge it. The thing is just like holding up the fucking game at this. It's insane. It's insane.
I mean,
You have to.
Really is.
It's this huge elephant. It's like, hey, it's there. I was like, there's no getting away from it anymore.
Talishar and the person Jesse told
Fab
me
Cube.
their name. Huh?
Tyler?
Tyler, Fab Cube.
Yep.
I mean, I feel like, and I'm probably leaving out some people like here, but like, I feel like hold up a lot of this game.
Mhm.
And so, like, I don't
agree.
know. It's kind of like, I know that, like, I don't really want to like derail and get into this like whole like throwing shade at LSS thing, but it's kind
please
of
derail.
crazy to me that we don't acknowledge them. Like, I mean, I don't know that like I have to imagine that we live in a world where LSS understands the implications of what those three like people communities do for the game because of what they do. And to not acknowledge them is like kind of crazy to me because there's no way that Flesh and Blood is the way that it like the size it is and has the community and the impact it does without those things.
Just imagine trying to prep draft without these tools.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be impossible. Like,
Imagine trying to prep CC. Like
It'd be impossible.
that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
well,
Like,
so
draft is a whole nother like crazy thing we have to walk down, I feel like. But like the easy one, like CC. Like we're talking about like the premier format. Most of my locals like have kids and are busy during the week and cannot like help me test. Me sitting and playing on Talishar and getting help from you guys at night after my streams is how I prep for events. Like it would not be a thing. Anyway, sorry, somebody else can talk. I'm done.
I think that's totally fair.
You're so real for that, Zach. Like honestly, I get that they just want to be. Like, I don't know. At this point, I've like realized over the course of playing this game, at the start I was like, oh my gosh, we're playing games in the flesh and blood. And I'm like, oh, we're playing games in the flesh and blood. It's like the allure of the tagline has kind of, gotten a little smaller. And when I would tell my friends, like, guys, they really care about in-person play, which they still can do. Mm-hmm. But I'm realizing that I just like the game. Like, I don't care how I play it. Yeah. I just want to play it more. And then also, like, I don't know. It's just LSS just being
hell on my
so
soapbox with that.
Oh. Yeah.
The fact,
and one final, yeah.
Oh, the fact that you can't have more than one armory a week is fucking asinine. If you're encouraging people to play more in the flesh and blood, that shit drives me nuts. Oh, like only one like I look at other games, you can have as many pre-releases as you want to have, you can have as many events during the week as you want to have. The like PQ or RTN equivalent is so abundant that you literally don't even need to go to them all. You can just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
That shit ticks me off.
I love that you bring up pre-release because that's where I was going to go with this. We had a local store called G2K Games. They're still in the area. They just don't do Flesh and Blood. When I played Magic, we used to go to the midnight pre-release, go to McDonald's and have breakfast together afterwards, and then sleep for 2 hours, play at 10 a.m., and then play at 4 p.m. All in the same store. We would have 3 pre-releases in the same like 24-hour period. And that is like some of the most fun I've had playing paper games ever. And I kind of hate that we're not replicating that.
Yeah. Dude, I really miss the midnight pre-releases.
Mm-hmm. They were the best.
Yeah, they were. Getting off of work.
We'll go to the midnight pre-release because I'm old as fuck these days. But I get the sentiment.
Yeah, no. For me, I didn't do a lot of midnight pre-releases. I was never like super into Magic before Fab, and pre-release isn't like something that I do super. I do the pre-release for every set, but it's not my favorite thing. The nostalgia and the reaction I had to that was I remember after a Melee tournament, we would at 2 o'clock in the morning drive over to Cookout and like have an hour-long conversation while just like fucking up the most insane food that will clog every single artery you have in your system. And that is like a type of feeling and vibe that I have been sorely lacking in my life recently and I've been missing. And if they did midnight pre-releases, I would have that shit back. But alas.
No,
what's your Cookout order?
Junior cheddar style burger tray with hush puppies. Actually, no. I usually either do fries or hush puppies, and then I have a corn dog on the side. Fuck! I missed the bit. God damn it. I was gonna say I have a Quattro Dog Tray where I do 4 corn dogs, which I sometimes do. But continuing on with that tray, and then I just get like a high C fruit punch. Okay, can I be so like frank and honest?
Please.
My run is cool. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. I think it is infinitely more funny if we just like keep it like completely off the rails. We don't actually have to talk about my run too much. I've gone on Zach's stream and talked about it. I talked about it in the AGE article.
Here, boss.
I would go and I was like, guys, I did it for the bit once where I was like, I'm gonna get the Quattro Dog Tray, and I said that to the cook employee, and they know what it is. And I gotta tell you, this is like the whole truth. And Zach, if you've eaten like 4 hot dogs at once, I think you probably know what the vibe is. The best corn dog is the third one. Because in the cookout,
we were going.
In the cookout Quattro Dog Tray, because when you get a junior tray and you get double corn dog as your main meal, your body expects the first 2 corn dogs. It goes corn dog, and you're like, I'm used to this shit. And then the third corn dog comes into your body's like, oh my god, I get to eat a third corn dog? Let's fucking go!
It's like euphoria. You like enter the stage.
It's insane. And then the fourth one is a midnight snack, and that one's great. But like the third one is like a level of bliss that is so worth the rest of the corn dogs being like, I'm not eating hush puppies or anything else. But yeah, no, that's my Quattro Dog Tray. I also dip it in the cookout sauce. It's really yummy.
I love this. I love that you have a bit about what you order at Cookout. That's amazing. That is like the most like Breakpoints podcast thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
I was born and raised on bits. I had a friend group that was like deep in so many layers of bits that like we would go on for like 4 hours and we would not say a single serious thing to each other that like meant anything. And it was just like, and we were just like all drunk, like playing a video game. It's a fun time.
It's awesome.
Got an idea for the thumbnail though.
Oh, dude.
4 corn dogs?
I love when you like, it's almost like you can see the spark in Taylor's eye when he figures out what he wants on the thumbnail. And I'm going to look, it's going to be in my DMs here in just a few minutes. I know it is, because it always is.
It's already in there. You already said
Oh,
it.
that was
Really?
that one's a banger. That one's a banger. But I was like, I don't know if we can put Ashlyn's face on it. It'd be like a lot of cropping.
Oh, whoa, oh, yeah, we can't do that. Oh, no.
Yeah, we can't have women representing the Breakpoints podcast. That fucking blows. This is
like
a
showing-
podcast for men by men
Listen,
only.
listen.
Give me that $5,000 LSS.
Ashton, if you're
Trust me.
in, I'll take the time. I'll crop the shit in. I'll figure it out. We'll make it.
Oh, you
work.
don't want to do that with this first picture, though. It's going to be so fucked up. That's what I was getting at.
Send you the picture so
I
you
was
have
like, let me
context.
find this so I can-
I think 4 corn dogs is like the perfect picture. Because we're talking about hot dogs. We're talking about the 999 challenge.
For listeners, it's literally a shot of Joey Chestnut slamming a glizzy. I don't think we can Photoshop that shit in there. That might be a bridge too far.
Oh my god. God, I wish I had hot dogs in my home. I would totally like recreate that after the episode. Fuck. Well, there's always next time. Wah wah.
Yeah. I mean, you got a couple days. This episode doesn't come out for a few days still. You could,
You asked
could
me
do
to
this.
like. Oh my gosh. Do you think I'm gonna like I'm just. Who wants to do blank? Everyone. Who is gonna do blank? No one. Okay. I'm not gonna go out to a store and buy hot dogs. I'm not gonna go to Trader Joe's and be like, "Can I get 1 hot dog, please, ma'am? I really need it for my bit with this
Yeah, you
podcast
gotta
I'm going
commit.
on."
You gotta commit.
Okay.
Uh,
I found
Taylor.
it. There you go.
Oh, this is it?
No, you're gonna throw the Ashlyn's face on it, and that's gonna be the.
Yeah.
You want me to throw Ashlyn's face on this picture?
It's the only picture I can find is someone holding up 4
Have
corn
you sent it
dogs.
to her? Hang on, let me see if I can copy.
No,
that.
I hold the corn dogs like they're flick knives.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
that
the only
would be
picture I
great.
can find of someone that has 4
Oh wait,
corn dogs.
no, this is peak. Oh, I think those are like the Korean
They
corn
are.
dogs.
They're very good.
Oh my god, they had some shit like that on campus. Oh my gosh, I could have gotten diabetes from a second one of those. It was fucking insane.
Beatus.
All right,
It's
so
like entirely filled with cheese.
in keeping with the tradition of keeping us entirely off topic, we're going to jump into podcast questions. This time, almost all of them to start are
Holy
about
shit.
joining the Riftbound team.
This is
Can
going
we
to
make-
be fucking crazy. I've read all of these in advance. Oh my god.
The
I've
very-
not like looked at any of these except for like 1 or 2.
It's
So I'm hyped.
Stay strapped, dog. They're gonna be good.
We don't know why.
first
We don't know why. There must have been another podcast that was like, go into the comment section and fuck their shit up.
We talk about Riftbound a little bit.
Like
Anyway.
15 seconds.
Chaotic Sea Pancake comes at us with, so when are we forming the Breakpoints Riftbound team? You could name it Winning Riftbound to Afford Fab or Price Point.
That one is so good actually.
I
It was
missed
so
it.
good.
I didn't even see this one.
Okay, so this is true. We actually talked about this in the team chat one time about getting like Flesh and Blood players to come over and play like just a team of Flesh and Blood players that play Riftbound. It was gonna be called Fleshbound, but we decided against it. That was an actual thing. We were like, no, mm-mm.
That's a rough name. That's a rough
Yeah,
name.
it was bad. I was like, what's the next question? Can you read this one out loud?
He immediately says, "What's the next question?"
Keaton says, do you think they're doing the teaser video because Omens shit the bed so much?
Damn. We are.
Wait. Is someone saying that Omen shit the bed? That sounds crazy. I know it's not like what people wanted in terms of power level, but the art is genuinely some of the best art in the game. The limited format is really fun to play. Like, some of the expansion slots are really cool. Like, Omens was a solid set. Like, I don't know how people are like, this is a bad set. Oh, but I love Super Slam. Super Slam's so fun.
saying that
Doesn't everyone
either.
like pro wrestling?
No one's saying that either.
No one's saying that. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what. Like, I have like a bit in like the server I'm a part of where there's this one guy who wants to play all the Super Slam heroes, and I call him John Super Slam. Like we found the one guy we found the one guy that Elsis was like, we're gonna make a set for that guy, and we finally found him. But Omens is like for everyone. It's for the guys, the girls, the gays. Like people, I really liked Omens. Like even though I'm not gonna play any of the heroes. I mean, Zach even got his baby girl back. Like
I would like it too if I top date
Did
Nats
he?
on it. Yeah, I mean that's fair. It's like
Damn.
I'd be fine with it too.
I mean, Omens is great from a limited perspective, like 100%. Like I love the limited format. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna
Me there.
like dig all of this up, but like I think that Aurora basically being out of the box with a non-existent hero ability, unless you're sideboarding Gone in a Flash and Voltaris for pitch stacking like infinite loop combo with excavation or whatever. I don't know. It feels kind of bad. Like I've not been super impressed with CC. Like
Yeah.
it like they're fine, and I love that Aurora, like top 32, and I love that a Ziggy ended up in top 8. But I don't know. I'm still waiting to feel whelmed.
Aren't you just saying that the Ziggy deck is super boring and terrible that top 8'd? So like,
When did I ever say that?
no, I mean, actually,
should've said that.
Oh,
no. No, I'm saying that like Omens is cool on every access besides the
cards that you play with?
the CC heroes. Like
I
I said,
said though. That's like, it's like I didn't like the dinner because the steak was bad, but I love the green beans. It's like
Okay, I'm just very happy that they reprinted Aurora and they decided not to give her literally everything like they did last time. That made me happy.
I agree. I love that she was literally not just Entwine Lightning Slop out of the box. But that's like the only way that she's like been playable so far is playing Entwine Lightning Slop. And it just makes me sad. I didn't want Aurora to be broken. I just wanted a functional hero ability.
Oh, you don't get one.
None of them really have that. So
Yeah, actually, yeah,
agree.
none of them have that.
Outside of like basically them all just saying 40 life or like 38 life in the bottom right hand corner and no other text on them, I have really enjoyed the Omen set. And that's not even me being funny. Like I do think that like limited is great.
I wish Auxilia 1 LL'd before this set came out. I do.
Agreed, 100%.
Because it kind of just ruined Auxilia 2. Like, there's no reason to play that hero.
Would have made the format a lot more fun.
Yeah. That was fun.
So now the Gamer Pal comes at us with what was the most disappointing part of the spoiler video?
Okay. I have one critique. I think the spoiler video, well, it's 2 in 1. The spoiler video should have been like a week before Vegas, and they shouldn't have put a premiere on it. Because like everyone's like getting hyped for this video, and then it's like 30 seconds of just Chain going, and that's it. And you're like, okay, that's cool. They should have done it like a week before Vegas to hype up, the keynote, and they should have done the premiere. I think it was too early.
I have like a bit of a sideways opinion. That's not like fuck Chain. I love Chain. I actually am like, it's the issue that I'm running into is not Chain himself. I'm an avid Sage gamer. I love Sage. I think Sage is a really fun format, and they should keep supporting it. It's really cool. But Sage is running into this problem where they keep reprinting heroes, and there is just multiple versions of heroes, and they're not distinct in power level enough. And so we're getting to a Sage situation where there's Aurora 1, Aurora 2, and Briar. 3 Lightning Rune Blades in the set. And when they have similar card pools, you end up running into the issue where you can't effectively ban out a version of a strategy. And so my bit is, I think this is just going to lead LSS down a path where they are reprinting heroes, and there's just 2 versions of a hero in the Sage thing, and you can't effectively ban out the strategies you want to ban out, especially since the heroes that have been the most reprinted with the talents, if Chain is reprinted theoretically, are some of the most broken heroes, like by just their value in the format. And so I'm like growing ever worried that the banning system will just completely not work as a rotational tool. And I think that will be like the true Sage format killer. And I think they have to be willing to print heroes specifically for Sage, like young heroes. Like, I think a part of the fun of Sage is like playing Scurv or like Benji, or like these like weird heroes that like don't really make sense in a CC format, but you can play them in Sage. And then also just like print some adult only heroes. I get that you need to balance for like a limited format, but there's probably some way you can like relatively make it work. I just think that like if they keep doing and operating in the same way, they're gonna really fuck over the Sage format, which I really hope doesn't happen, because like when I was back in Charlotte and living there at university, there was a Armory run at an event or like a store that what was it? They only ran Sage events. And they got 8 people every week consistently that never went to the CC events in the other armories. They built a whole ass new community around this format. And so they really, LSS needs to take this format fucking seriously. I'm like, this is another compounding problem of the Sage format was structured in a way. And what they are doing is they are systematically making it harder to implement the things that they have created from it. So that's my piece.
That was a good take. I like that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah, like C Pancake has put in the work. We got more questions from him.
Hell yeah.
Do you think the World Tour prize has been a good investment for LSS/Fab's OP system?
Oh,
What is the World Tour prize?
that's the one. It's like, oh, Brody Spurlock and Jacob
Yes.
Clement. Like,
Oh,
that's
like
been
player
all.
of the year.
Yeah, it's just
the
been
Player of
throwing
the
money
Year
in the
awards.
bin.
So
The storylines don't make. They don't.
the player of the year concept is something that I think at a first glance is very appealing and very attractive, and it's really cool looking that it's like, oh, I could be player of the year because I went to this or I went to that. And Taylor's already shaking his head. Taylor, give me just a second here. And I think that, when I first saw it, I was very excited about it. But it's pretty tough to realize that, and this is in no way shade at, like Brody or Jacob. They're good enough at the game to do this as a job. Good for them. That's amazing. But I can't do that. I can't travel to Seoul in, Korea. I've already went to Japan, and we went to Minneapolis, and I'm going to Vegas, and and I can't go to Paris for Worlds. So it's like there's all these events that I can't go to that they're going to get to go to, that even just for playing and placing, they're going to get points for, and they're going to do something with that I'm not going to be able to compete with. And that pretty much on January 1st knocked me out of the race. As soon as it started, it was kind of over before it started for me in some way. And I think that makes it less appealing. The player of the year concept is cool, but I think that they need to reevaluate that and go a different direction for how they award extra prizing and things like that.
I'm going to jump in, Zach, and I'm just going to flat out disagree with you.
Okay.
This system was not made for you. It was not made for me. It was not made for any of us here. This system, they tried to make it a dual thing, where it was a cool storyline throughout the year, and then nobody cared about it. It is, however, a good incentive to get the best players in the game to consistently show up at these streamed events. You see Jacob Clements, you see Brody Spurlock at callings in Brazil, or a random calling in Singapore or whatever. And that system is really good at encouraging that, and it also allows the best players to be able to play the game. I'm never going to get the player of the year. None of us are going to get the player of the year because we don't travel out to events. It's not really what we are designed to do. I think as a system, it encourages a good effect that is healthy for the game. But I think truthfully, it being a storyline, is really fuck all. I really couldn't care less.
Yeah, you can't have both, right? It could be the storyline if you limited it and had 3, your best 3 finishes, maybe total
Yes.
to it. Then you have a lot of storyline talk you'd have at events, but you can't have the incentive system and the storylines if it's unlimited. It just doesn't work.
Yep.
I'm trying to process, because what you said, because my gut reaction is that I don't agree, but I'm trying to saying that the player of the year race is not for me is not for any of us. I tried to go to every calling in North America. That is really expensive and really hard to do, and that has been like my goal this year. And I've had some things come up in the way of that, like flights and things like that. But like, if the player of the year race is not for somebody who dedicates like literally like 40 hours a week of their life to this game and this thing and travels to all these events across multiple countries throughout the year, then like, who is it for? Like, you might as well call it the Brody Spurlock Award at that point, and that kind of feels defeating. I think is like kind of my point, because it's like, if the player of the year race is not for me, then LSS shouldn't publish it, because that was how I interpreted it. Like, oh, you could be player of the year. Like, anybody could do this as long as you're willing to go to the events. And I don't know. Like, Taylor, Sam, like, do you disagree? Like, I'm intrigued because, and I ask what you all think, because last week I had a very different take than you all. And after I thought about what you all said, like, I, come to like understand that like I was a little like rose tinted glasses about the whole like keynote thing from Philly.
I don't necessarily disagree with either of your takes, to be honest, because I think they're both reasonable. I think it's what LSS wants the award to be that is really the determining factor here. If LSS wants to market it as the Players Award, anybody can win it, then it's clearly not working, and it is wrong, and you are correct.
100%.
If they are marketing it as, we want incentive for the players to travel the world to every single event, then I think actually that is completely correct. So I don't think either of you are even wrong. It's just, what is the ultimate goal of this system? And we don't know what it is. It's whatever LSS wants it to be.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that, because I do agree with Zach's point, because they market it like anyone could win it. I just have gotten to a level of cognitive dissonance to whatever LSS says, I'm just going to take it permanently with a grain of salt. I'm more like pro LSS than probably Taylor over here.
Pro LSS.
And,
what?
I mean like we're both pro LSS, but I'm probably like slightly more like giving them benefit of the doubt on some random things. But I think the big thing about them is they say a lot, and sometimes it works in the way that they don't necessarily said they would, and I just have to accept that. But I do wish Player of the Year was available to someone like Zach, and others in the community, but I think it's fine that it's not, I guess. It's just they have to market it that way, and they are notoriously struggling on that sometimes.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
If you're going to keep the same structure you have now, I would like to see better marketing for the players that are like the stories that are coming with these players, like Brody and Jacob Clemens have stories with them, or even do like little interviews for like the B-roll or something like that. Because like right now you'll have like Jacob, and you're like, I see him play, I know he's good, and if he wins he'll do an interview. But like outside of that, you have to go actively find content outside of the flesh and blood scope. Like, he did like a podcast with us or something like that. I would like to see like to sit down and interview, hey, you're leading coming into this week, what are you thinking? And build up stories throughout the year for it. Instead of just like, oh, he's just the guy that did the most points, here it is. I would like to see like an actual promotion and actually sell people on these names a little bit better.
I think another thing that would be really cool would be interviewing Jacob on like a Sunday afternoon when he lost his winning into day 2 of the calling, because Jacob is like, one of like revered as like one of the best players in the world. And even they have weekends where they don't make day 2 of a calling, and you see him win the showdown. And it's like, oh, tell me about like, like you missing day 2 of the calling, but then turning around and winning the event next day. Like, I think that could be like a really good, like mental thing to like talk about and capture.
Yeah, like build up a story for the players. I want to be involved. I want, player that's 7 points less than Brody to try to top 8 this event so he can win. I want to feel that excitement when I look down my phone and I see, this player X has won his winning in. I'm like, oh, he's got a chance to win this thing. But right now, I don't give a rat's ass. I was like, there's no incentive for me to care about the player of the year.
The most exciting part of the Player of the Year of being somewhat close is only because there was a suspension involved. That was the reason the race. That was the most exciting part of the race. Like, unironically, that and the implications that it had on the race was probably the more exciting thing that happened out of it than pretty much anything else. And I hate to say it, but it's kind of true.
Well, Taylor, the good thing is this question is multiple parts. But yeah.
Oh,
What
my
were we
god!
saying,
I get to
Zach?
talk about this.
No, I was just gonna say, like, do you remember the year that like Marcio Carvalho and like Reed Duke were neck and neck?
Oh
And
yeah, of course I do.
yeah, I knew Sam would know. He's a Magic gamer.
Yeah, of
Do you remember
course.
that? And like it was
Yeah.
like this big thing because like Reed wasn't gonna go to this GP, but it was the last GP of the circuit, and
Yeah.
him and
Dude.
Marcio Carvalho like almost both top eighted. And like, do you remember that? Like that was a
Yeah.
whole story. I remember following it for weeks, and I watched this GP that was like 6 hours ahead of me, or like 6 hours behind us, or something like that, so that I could like live
what
in
they
that
need, though.
story. And
That's
I
what
would
they
love
need.
for LSS to do something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, this whole time, like you keep on mentioning this Duke guy.
Reed
And the
Duke is
whole-
my favorite Magic player of
Do you
all
think we
Alright.
can get him
time.
on for a podcast?
No, hold on. So this whole time you've been saying the name, I've been hearing R.E. Duke, and I think you're saying R.E.I.D.
Yeah,
Duke.
Reed.
Yeah. So this whole time, up until literally just now, I thought you just been saying Reed Duke, and that's his name. Like,
I need you
like
all
one
to know,
word. Like,
if something happened and Reed Duke was on the podcast, I don't know that I would talk the entire episode. I wouldn't know what to say. Like
Me neither, brother.
I would be like speechless. Like that man commands aura when he walks into the room. Like, love Reed Duke. He just seems like an awesome human being. All right, next part of the question. Next part of the question before
Yeah,
I
next part of the
fangirl.
question, because this is going to get fun.
I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot to this, personally.
I mean, there's 3 parts.
We kind of covered the second part already. It was, do you think the World Tour helps create a good story? No,
No.
it doesn't at all. Like,
Next.
yeah, the third
Can
part.
I comment
Oh.
on
sure.
a slight part on that second part? I don't think it's entirely because of the system's fault. I just think celebrities in the Flesh and Blood community carry a lot less of weight than they do in other communities. If you go to like a fighting game and you look at the top players, these are like, in some communities, these people are revered as gods of the game and like have such like lifted up in status. And obviously we have our goats like Michael Hamilton and Pablo Pintor, but it's like, we just don't have as much content and excitement put into these individual people and their own storylines, at least at this point, and I think that's a contributing part of the problem. I don't think it's just that, like, the system is boring, blah, blah, blah. I think it's a byproduct of the fact that, like, we just don't have enough of a legacy or, like, interesting things established currently for it to be exciting.
I think they're trying to build towards that. Like, I think maybe
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
like
for
Worlds last year where they started doing the interviews before every top 8 match.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff really does help build it. I think they're trending in that direction. All right, the third part. Do you think that the winner last year being suspended for a few months... Or sorry, I think I've misread this. Do you think that the winner last year was a player who was suspended from OP play for several months for slow play tainted the World Tour system?
Before we start this argument, I'm probably going to slip up. Are we allowed to say this player name, or are we going to permanently say
Yeah,
this?
I mean,
It's Brody. It's Brody.
Okay,
It's an
cool.
open
Public
secret.
Yeah, it's
knowledge,
Brody's
right?
Furlock.
Like,
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
When I first read
Yeah.
this question, I thought they were talking about Jacob, and I was also quite confused.
Oh, is that why you asked me that question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
like-
was so curious why you randomly
Dude,
asked about Jacob.
I
I
was
was like,
so
what the fuck is
curious,
Sam
too.
on about? Like, and now it makes so much sense, bro.
Yeah.
Because that happened in like 23, and I was like, this
Yeah.
has nothing to do with anything. I just
Yeah,
thought you were
and I was like, it
pondering-
also wasn't a big deal. I don't know why this guy's bringing it up. I don't like. Anyway,
No, I actually do not think it tainted the structure wise, because he Brody being out for like whatever 2-3 months it was, he still won it. It didn't taint it. Like, he still did the thing that he was going to do. He just did it in a lot closer fashion. I don't think it tainted the world point system at all.
I will play devil's advocate, although I agree with you. I think the idea of what they're trying to say is that the fact that a suspended player
Yep.
is representative of player of the year, that's the issue
Yeah.
here.
I think if it was
that
cheating or something like that, then yes. But like slow play, for what he, slow play for what it
well,
got.
it wasn't slow play, right? It kind of bridges the gap between cheating and slow play. That's the whole controversy. For those who don't know, in Memphis, the year before this one, there was a pummel CNC that happened to Brody, and he did not follow all of the triggers, and his opponent passed turn and drew up his hand. said, "Hey, you didn't do my triggers," and Jordy said, "Too late." And that's the quick and dirty of it. It wasn't quite like that, but you get the idea.
This is the worst episode to wear this shirt.
I mean, you picked quite an episode, that's for sure. I mean, I will say,
Big deal for those who heard about it at the moment. People were very upset about it.
People were upset about it, and I'm not saying that people were wrong to feel upset about it, but technically, he did not cheat. Legally, everything that occurred was within the rules. Like, I'm just saying. I'm not saying I agree
feel
with
like
it, but I'm just saying it was technically within the rules.
Okay. I'm so glad I'm coming out of this podcast, and I have someone who kind of agrees with my standpoint. I've heard of so many blank gate stories. I've heard of multiple pummel gates. This shit happens all the time. And it doesn't happen super often, and sometimes the worst case gets leaked out. But I do know, from what I've heard from the people who have played at these top tables, random shit like this will happen with the top players. And the fact of the matter is that Brody was caught at a wrong place, wrong time. And I think that there's probably people out there that did a lot worse, more kind of like rule sharky, toe the line of cheating stuff than Brody did. And so I think at this point, LSS was like, okay, we have a system that's semi-broken. You slipped in the cracks and did something about it. We don't want to encourage this type of behavior. So they can't really, it's really hard for them to change the system to really like discourage their stuff. So their solution was to put a body on the wall. And that's what they did.
Make an example.
And make an example and make it so people do this less, which I think is a valid way to go about it. But I don't think it was entirely fair to Brody, if I have to be honest. I think it, I think that behavior should receive that punishment.
Yeah, then it's fair.
But they had to kind of establish that with Brody as the first use case. And that's the bit. They could have, and I think they could have done like, hey, going forward, if this behavior is like getting caught or hearing about it and it's confirmed, we will take action to suspend you if you are trying to shark around the rules. But, and I think they kind of like semi said that, but they didn't make like a super public statement. I think Brody and people who do this do deserve to get suspended. But I think it's way too harsh to say that it like tainted the like world tour race and that Brody shouldn't be allowed to compete or whatever. I think that's just like way too far. I think LSS handled it in a way that may or may not have been fair, but I think the least of the concerns is, oh my gosh, this affected the world tour race, guys.
Yeah, I agree. See?
Anger.
I'm pro LSS.
We're all agreeing. This is like messed up. Like we can. Do I have to bring up like Usain Bolt and like Joey Chestnut again for us to like get mad
was
at
the
each
most
other?
we've argued all night. Was the most we've argued all night.
All right. Last couple. This is a quick one. Vile Warlock wants to know how often we think about the fall of Rome. The answer is yes.
How often we think about what?
The fall of Rome.
Okay, yeah, sure, yeah.
The aqueducts. Yeah. I know the show.
No, I never think about Rome ever.
Aqueducts.
I hate
Yeah.
aqueducts.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, that's me. That's me. Number one Rome hater.
Hate roads. all those
Actually,
things.
wait. Did you
Hate
say
roads.
how often do you think of the fall of Rome? There's a Survivor player named Rome, and his fall from grace on the show is one of like the funniest things we've seen in the most recent seasons. So I do actually think about it like somewhat decently, but it's not the Rome you're thinking of.
Kevin wants to know what's the threshold for putting an event result in your Blue Sky / Twitter bio.
What's the
I feel called
threshold?
out.
To put that shit up.
I would say I'm gonna take a like pretty like lenient stance here. I'm gonna say
Win your armory.
cash tier 3.
It's okay, I guess. Yeah.
I'm top 63 U.S. Nats. Look at my $250.
That's what
I'm
I
not
like.
putting that in my bio.
I mean, like, listen.
When can you make a
would I?
Metafy?
Would I? No, like I don't have top 16.
If you're playing
for Tour
dog
London,
shit
but like
and
I
you do
don't.
well, then yeah.
But some people do, and I don't judge them for that. You know, like people like to be proud of the things they've accomplished in like these
Yeah, I agree.
hard card games we play. So I throw no shade at people for that.
You should
Kevin.
put like Arclight Sentinel guy in your bio or something.
That would be good.
I'd like to add to this. I think that like caching is the acceptable range, but I think in order to like list the events you've cached, like getting like 58 at like a tier 4 or whatever, you have to have kind of like a notable result elsewhere. So it's like it looks a lot better when you're like top 8 calling Minneapolis, and then you go like 33 World Championships or 33rd US Nats. Like it. If you already have like a kind of like big proven result, I think putting your little results can add a lot to be like, this is my like full on resume.
Yeah.
But if you've like cashed 1 or 2 events, obviously someone who just cashed their first event by top 8ing, I don't know how much say I have in this, but
Okay.
I don't know from what I've seen.
Follow-up idea. What if you just link your fab board leaderboard?
Is that like the money stuff?
Yeah.
That's the money
That's
tracker.
Oh, that shit is
show
so
me
funny.
where that's at. Then I'll be like, oh, that's a killer right there.
So you're 230 and who's 231? Nathan Crawford?
Nathan Crawford.
Let's fucking go, Taylor. Let's
What
go.
can I say?
Flip
What
that
can I
bad boy
say?
there.
I think this guy just needs to listen a little more grok, and I think he would have been 230. I gotta be honest.
I know. He has 0 legendary gold foils though, and I have 2. So
Also, side note, I'd like to mention that Nathan Crawford did get ruthlessly like kind of beat down on in purple. I'm making this joke out of love. I watched Nathan Crawford streams. I have like referenced him multiple times on videos. I love the guy. I just think the whole entire bit is really funny. Not to say anything bad about him.
I'll say something bad about as a dear friend, very close friend of mine, that was the worst line. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like he was like, because what the like percentage was, I was like, he's like 37%. I was like, that's awful.
Okay.
That's awful.
So
Dude.
the talking to Grot bit in the 2 hours in the car is just so endlessly funny that like the moral ramifications of that I'm not even gonna consider. But the stream itself was kind of like mentally insane. I like
It is a piece of fab history, in my opinion. Like, it is that good. It is. There are some crazy bits in
Or
there.
with the Baja Boys.
Dude, it's up
oh
there.
my god.
Like,
And your shirt, right up there with your shirt.
yeah. This one's definitely iconic.
This is the We Get Canceled by LSS podcast.
Say,
We're getting blacklisted.
there's
Good
no
boys,
way.
It's over.
There's no way that this is the week that does it. I promise you.
Yeah. We've done worse. We've done so much worse already.
Very true.
Yeah. This. Yeah.
All right. That was a good episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
No.
nope.
Dude.
Nope.
Into the
Like
bar.
I'm doing the
the 5
opposite.
seconds of silence and then like just cutting it off would have been like an elite way to end the podcast.
So what's going on?